Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to our Blackpool Scout District St George's Day and Promise Renewal. So sorry that we can't all be together this year, but we're going to do a first, and we're going to renew our promise on YouTube. So if you're able to comment while we're live on air, do let us know which group you're from. And if you're able to send us, post us a picture of you watching the event, please do so on our Blackpool Scout Facebook page, and that would be absolutely brilliant. Now, I'd like to invite Emma, our Assistant District Commissioner for Activities, to tell us all about St George and why he is so important to us as Scouts. Thank you, Emma.
Baden-Powell chose St George to be the patron saint of Scouting. He felt that the St George legend set a good example of faith, courage and perseverance for future generations. He believed the story of St George was the most suitable as it shows him overcoming adversity. To quote Baden-Powell, all Scouts should know his story. St George was typical of what a Scout should be. When he was faced by a difficulty or danger, however great it appeared, even in the shape of a dragon, he did not avoid it or fear it, but went at it with all the power he could. Once upon a time, there lived a knight called George. During his many travels, he came across a village. The villagers were very unhappy because of a dragon that lived in a nearby lake. Every day, the dragon demanded that they sacrifice a beautiful maiden. The maidens were chosen by lottery. That day, the king's daughter was chosen. George decided to slay the dragon and save the princess. George went to the lake where the dragon lived. The dragon rose out of the water with a mighty roar. George wasn't scared. He fought the dragon with all his strength until it was defeated. The princess was saved and the villagers were overjoyed. The story we tell of St George and the dragon is like a fairy tale, and dragons are not real. It's a fun story, but it has a serious message for us. That is exactly the way a Scout should face a difficulty or danger, no matter how great or how terrifying it may appear. They should go at it boldly and confidently, using every power that they have to try and overcome it. And the probability is that they will succeed. I would now like to introduce our Assistant District Commissioner for Beaver Scouts, Jane Platt.
Good afternoon. I would like all the Beaver Scouts to stand if you can and make the Scout sign. I would like to say the Beaver Scout promise with me. I will be saying the traditional promise and you can say whichever promise is special to you. I promise to do my best, to be kind and helpful and to love God. I'll pass on to ADC Cub Scouts, Ted Cooper.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Cub Scouts. Just before we renew our Cub Scout promise, I just want to take a moment to remind you of the Cub Scout law. Cub Scouts always do their best, think of others before themselves, and do a good turn every day. I'd now like to invite the Cub Scouts to stand, make the Scout sign, and say with me the words of the promise that mean the most to you. I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to God and to the Queen, to help other people and to keep the Cub Scout law. And I'll hand over to Stuart Swan, who will renew the Scout promise.
Thank you, Ted. Let us all now refresh ourselves with the Scout laws. A Scout is to be trusted. A Scout is loyal. A Scout is friendly and considerate. A Scout belongs to the worldwide family of Scouts. A Scout has courage in all difficulties. A Scout makes good use of time and is careful of possessions and property. A Scout has self-respect and respect for others. Now I'd like to hand on now to Joanna, who is Blackpool's DESCOM for the Explorer section.
make your promise sign. On my honour, I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to God and to the Queen, to help other people and to keep the Scout law. But now I'd like to hand over to our District Commissioner and Network Commissioner.
Right, thank you very much, Joanna. Thank you very much, everybody. Right, so we'd now like to ask all our network members and our adult volunteers to make the Scout promise. Please say the promise that means the most to you in your own words. So we'd like you to stand, make the Scout sign, please, and we'll say together. On my honour, I promise that I will do my best to do my duty to God and to the Queen, to help other people and to keep the Scout law. Thank you very much, everybody.
And now let's hand over to Gabrielle Tax, who's going to do our reflection.
Let us all take a moment on this special day to give thanks for all those who are helping us to all live safely during this time of uncertainty. To the NHS, care workers, ambulance crews, the police and fire service, teachers and nursery workers, lorry drivers who deliver our food to the shops, refuse collectors, the shop workers, those who work in the media, the volunteers who are helping the vulnerable, and all those who are trying to make our days a little happier. We remember those who are finding life difficult and hard to bear. For Scouts throughout the world who have little to share and for whom each day is a struggle. As Scouts, we have made our promise to help other people and to do our best. Our motto is be prepared. Are we doing all we can to keep people happy? Let us be ready to help and do the little things. I'll now pass back to Victoria.
Right, thank you very much, everybody. Before we close, can I just say, please, a big thank you to each of you for joining us today. I know it's been a bit different, so as I say, it's one of our first, but you know, by technology, we all wanted to get together and not miss the opportunity to renew our promise today. Big thanks to our presenters and to those who have been working hard behind the scenes today to ensure that everything was technically perfect. And we'd also like to say a big thank you to all our leaders, our very special volunteers who at this time have been keeping in touch with everybody, providing programmes and activities online and remotely, posting them through letterboxes and all sorts, so that all our young people can continue and work towards their badges and keep them occupied as well. So thank you to everybody. Please stay safe and healthy, and we do so hope that we will be together again soon. But until then, please do take good care of yourselves and of each other. Thank you.